Alright, so we're here on the Gunflint and Lake Superior Railroad. We are where the Crab River here widens out and forms almost like a little lake. And we were previously just around the corner, way over there. And I believe the railroad comes across on the northern shore of the lake here and makes its way around here. And what we've located here is actually some evidence that it did in fact come across here. And so we have a spike right here. And then the railway, you can see, enters what appears to be a little bit of a cutting here, and then turns to head south towards Crab Lake. Alright, so we're standing here on the eastern shore of the Crab River here. You can see there's a little lake that's formed by the river. And what appears to be the railway right of way here enters this small little opening between the ridges, which in fact is most likely made by the course of the Crab River. You hear the river running here. And what appears to be happening here is you can see that there might have been a little bit of blasting work done here to allow the railway to pass through beside the river. And you see the river running right here beside us. So it appears that, especially here, was blasted out. And it is very, very difficult to walk. And so you can see the railway would continue in this southerly direction along the east side of the river over to Crab Lake. Alright, so we're here on the railroad. We're just slightly north of Crab Lake. And this little section here appears to be a little bit of cutting work that was done by the railroad. So this would be the grade here, and you can see that appears to have cut the corner here a little bit. And the grade comes and curves. You can see Crab Lake here in the background. And then the railroad would continue in this direction over here, skirting the shore of the north shore of Crab Lake on its way over to Whisker Lake. So we're here on the shores of Crab Lake on the Gunflint and Lake Superior Railroad. So we're looking here to the south. You can see the very pretty fall colors. So the railroad would have come in this direction here, working its way towards the lake, and then turn to run along the north side of the lake. You can see here that found a spike. And then it would have continued this way along the shore of the lake. And over here you can see we found yet another piece of spike right here. And so presumably it continued eastward this way along the shore of Crab over to Whisker, but that's something that's still to be discovered. So we're standing here on the shores of the Crab Lake, and we are on the grade of the Gunflint Lake Superior. And right here we've reacquired the railroad grade. Just right over here I located a spike. You can see how the grade skirts along the side of the lake here. You can see that There are some examples of a little bit of rock work here, and possibly over here as well. And so we're going to continue heading eastward on our way to Whisker Lake. All right, so we're still here on the grade of the Gunflint Lake Superior, and we're still alongside Crab Lake. And so I'm standing here on this little rock here that obviously was cut a little bit to allow the railway to pass. So this is the grade looking to the west, back toward the Crab River. And this is the grade looking this way to the east towards Whisker Lake. You can see how badly grown in it is. There's a lot of deadfall. It's very, very difficult to walk. Today is extremely warm, so it's making walking along the grade very, very challenging. So we're going to continue walking towards the east towards Whisker Lake. All right, so we're still here on the Crab Lake. We are just slightly to the east of the rock cut that we just passed. So I'm standing here on the grade. You can see the grade here stretching eastwardly in front of me. And what we have here is a nice little discovery. So we have a fish plate. Just sitting right here on the surface. Just had to be sort of kicked out. So we're going to continue moving our way to the east.